Hi everybody, it's Nicole Kiley here at the Dental Hygiene Studio. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you've just purchased a Wicked White Pro at-home whitening kit. So today I'm going to show you how to use the product. When you first open up your kit, you're going to find a pre-treatment spray, a silicone tray, an LED light, and a tube of whitening gel right here with a brush applicator attached to it. So before you whiten, it's important to know that clean teeth whiten best. So it's a good idea to brush well and floss right before you whiten, and also the days leading up to when you brighten. Having a good oral health routine is actually the foundation for a bright smile. So even if you don't plan on whitening, that can make your teeth look brighter, just having clean teeth. The first thing you're going to want to do when you open up your kit is to take out the LED light, remove the backing, just like that, and you'll see that there's batteries in there. Take the batteries out and remove the thin, clear plastic disc that's at the bottom of there. That helps prevent the batteries from coming on during shipping, and your light won't work properly unless you remove that. The next thing you're going to want to do is attach the LED light to the silicone tray. There is a little bit of finesse in this step, so I highly recommend doing it before you apply the gel to your teeth. The best way and the easiest way I've found is to slip the rigid plastic disc of that edge of that right there into the silicone tray and gently lift the silicone tray around the plastic edge. You'll know it's attached properly when you can gently pull and it doesn't come apart. The next step is applying the gel to your teeth. So when you whiten your smile, you only need to whiten the teeth that show when you're smiling. So you don't have to go as far back as your molars. I usually recommend going back one tooth behind your canine or 2 teeth behind your canine, so to your premolars, depending on how wide your smile is. When you apply the gel, you want to be sure to try and keep your lips and your cheeks off of your teeth. So you're kind of going to go like this. When you open up your pen, the product in a new pen is going to be down closer to this black line right here. So you'll have to turn the bottom of the product to advance the gel into the little brush end. What you're looking for is this little blob of gel at the end. This is enough to do your top teeth. When you apply the gel, you're kind of doing it in the way that you apply a thin layer of nail polish to your finger. You don't want it to go on too heavy. There's an art to figuring out how much is enough without putting too much or too little. You want to avoid getting the gel on your gums. It won't cause you harm. It will cause minor irritation. This is carbamide peroxide. It breaks down into hydrogen peroxide. So the reaction you would get is similar to if you put hydrogen peroxide on your skin. So you'll do the top, and then you'll do a few more clicks and apply it to the bottom. Sometimes the first tooth you touch gets a bulk of this blob, and you'll have to go back and like pick it up a little bit and drag it to the next tooth. Once you have all of your teeth coated, you are going to pick up your plastic tray and insert it into your mouth. So you want your lips to come out over the ledge of the silicone tray. The tray is high enough on the top and the bottom that it prevents saliva from getting into the tray and diluting your product, which is why this is one of my favorite whitening systems. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. You're going to open up nice and wide. So once you get it inserted, you press the button and that activates the light, which helps enhance the whitening gel. I usually recommend 15-minute intervals your first 2 times or so that you use it, and most people get good results after 4 or 5 at-home sessions. I usually recommend consecutive days, but if you find your teeth are a little more sensitive, you can skip days and do it every other day. Depending on what shade you're starting with, and you can use the shade guide that actually comes with the box, you may need to brighten a little more initially to get your desired results. Then you'll use your product every couple weeks to maintain your brighter shade. I usually use it if I'm going out somewhere because your teeth are always brightest on the day that you use it. If you do experience some mild sensitivity, you can apply a thin layer of toothpaste to your teeth and bite in the tray. Leave it in for 5 minutes or so, and it's a great way to give your teeth a little fluoride boost and help balance out any sensitivity you might have had. that's pretty much it. The kit's super easy to use. It does come with this pre-treatment spray that you can brush with. It's basically, it's kind of like a mouthwash that doesn't leave any residue behind. You don't have to replace this part. Just make sure after you brush your teeth, you rinse it out well. When you're done and you take your kit out, you're gonna be pretty slobbery. You'll rinse your tray under cool or warm water and swish water and spit in the sink. You don't need to brush aggressively or anything to get the gel off. It comes off pretty easily with water. The only part of your kit that you need to replace is your whitening gel pen. And I have those in the office available for purchase. I do strongly recommend that you keep your pen in the fridge or somewhere cool. If it does get too much, if it gets heated, the gel can crystallize and clog up the little brush. If you have any questions about your kit, feel free to get in contact with me. You can do it through the website or any of the social media platforms. But that's it. Happy whitening. Bye.